Welcome back, Verse, to another video today. Well, Verse, today's video is going to be really interesting. HBO, or Max, my bad, decided to finally release The Last of Us Season 2 trailer. And obviously, it's based off The Last of Us Part 2, which was very divisive. Some people liked it. Some. Keyword, some. A majority of people hated it, and I'm one of them. I did not like The Last of Us Part 2. I've only played it one time in my life. One time. And it was just that one time where I was like, yeah, I'm good. I still remember that feeling when I found out I had to play Abby. Did not like it. I went into depth before my other videos reacting to The Last of Us Season 1 and all this other stuff talking about the game, of why I liked it, why I didn't, right? So I'm not going to go into that as much here. But I would definitely say, talking about Part 2 though, Neil Druckmann has stated, because he's a producer on the show, that he is not changing anything. He's going to keep the story exactly the same. So if that is the case, and if you play the game, you know what to look forward to. And I will definitely say The Last of Us Part 2, great gameplay, great graphics as always, sometimes somewhat good writing here and there, great action, but man, that story though, wow. I don't know if he was doing it because he was trying to be creative or artistic, or I don't know what he was doing. It just didn't work, man. And obviously when the show was being adapted, a lot of people were already being worried for Season 2. as of me, I was just like, well, if I didn't like these aspects in the game, I don't really think I'm gonna like them in the show either. So I'm just getting ready for that. I'm going in here with very low expectations. I'm pretty sure, because this is Max, the production is gonna be great. I'm pretty sure the action is gonna be great. The writing, I hope, improves. I would definitely say that, because it's HBO, right? This isn't a game, this is television or a streaming service. So I do hope that, you know, it's improved on for the aspects that just didn't work well. The casting, I'll be honest with you, Verse, there's a lot of controversy with the casting. People literally said, hey, when it comes down to The Last of Us Part 2, obviously it takes place years after Part 1. So when it comes down to the lead actress of Ellie, either find another actress that looks similar to her to play another version of her, or just recast the actress and pick someone that actually looks like Ellie from the game, which is what I was really hoping for. Did they do it? Nope, they didn't do it. It's only been 1 year since they filmed the first season, and it's still the same actress looking the exact same way. So a lot of people are pissed about that, understandably. And as am I, because I'm just like, look, if you're gonna portray a character, whether it's off a comic book, whether it's off a video game, or anything else, at least make them look similar or identical to the character that they're portraying. Because when they look very different, it is so confusing as well as out of place sometimes, and you just can't help it as a fan. As somebody who doesn't know anything like this, you're not gonna care, that's fine. But if you're like a hardcore fan of a series or a comic or whatever it is, right, you want to see these characters the same way in the big screen or in real life, just as you've seen in either a cartoon or a comic or anything like that, right? Here it's a video game, and for some reason with these shows as well as some movies, they just never do that. I don't know why. Like, what is the problem with just having them identical to who they're playing? They'll have certain characters be portrayed fine, but the really popular ones they never seem to do. I don't know why. I don't know, man. All I know is that I'm just not really looking forward to this trailer, but gotta give it a shot, right? Gotta give it a chance. And then there's Abby. Oh, man. Oh, Abby. Well, Verse, let's see what HBO has gotten for us. So with that said, though, Verse, let's get to it. Okay. Yep, fireflies, alright.
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the flashback scene. Okay, that's understandable. That's fine. Yeah, I remember that. The one scene from the game people liked.
What's that?
Great production.
What's inside?
People.
Of course.
What's outside?
There she is. There's Abby. Okay. Oh, that cult. I remember
By
that.
the time the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead. You're gonna lose.
Great shot.
You swore.
I don't care. Alright, well, my thoughts first. I obviously have feelings about the story, but I treat everything fair. So there are positives as well as negatives. So let's stick with the positives right now. So positive. I think the production is great. They clearly have a high production. This is Max after all, right? That's one of the reasons why you do want to watch the show, is because you know the quality is going to be great. The cinematography is spot on, looks really creative, looks really good. I love some of the shots that I just saw right now, right? Especially in a world of zombies. I love the zombie genre, right? I love that. I love Resident Evil. I love the Walking Dead. I have all the Walking Dead comics. I love all this stuff, right? When it comes to zombies. Zombies are just an interesting concept to me, right? And obviously, sometimes the zombie genre can get boring. So it's all about the people that are still alive. How do they kill these zombies? What are creative ways for you to do it? What are these other humans that are just nuts that they have to fight off? All this other stuff that you can think of when it comes down to the zombie genre, right? And here, they're not necessarily called zombies or clickers. The clickers are still menacing, right? They're still fierce. Even in the game, I thought that there was one part of the game that was super creative, right? When you're playing Abby with the clickers that I can't wait to honestly see here. I think that would be a great scene, honestly. I just wish they focused more on the clickers being creative. And honestly, there were some shots here that I saw which actually looked very interesting. So I'm actually looking forward to that. The action looks spot on. I'll give Neil Druckmann when it comes down to the video games as well as the show, because he is a producer here. And I believe he might direct some things, because he did direct episode 2 in season 1. Is that he's very good when it comes to action. I'll give him that. He is good when it comes to dialogue at times. And then he is very good when it comes down to action scenes. So I'll give him that. There are some things here that I think is going to be great that I didn't really see from the game, or maybe I just don't remember. Again, played it once. But that aside though, I think that the performances here are great. You know, obviously because this is Max, they're going to make sure they pick top-notch actors. Patrick Pascal as Joe, I think it's fine. I don't think he's great as Joe. I think he's fine. I think there are other actors that could have been Joel. I mean, even Hugh Jackman, like the way how he looked like a Logan, I thought would have been a great Joel. But Patrick Pascal, of course, great actor, you know, and here he's fine as Joel. He's not bad. I'm not saying he's bad, so I hope nobody takes that the wrong way. I think he's going to do a great job here, despite what little screen time he will have. The actress playing Ellie, I think she does a great job here. It's not her fault or anything like that. You know, she's an actress. She's doing the best with the material she's given with, and that's fine. When it comes down to Abby, no hate towards the actress. It's not her fault either, right? It's the character as well as the story. So I'm not going to give any hate towards this actress. She's just doing her thing. I completely understand that, you know. So if she ends up making me hate her, she did her job. She did her job because she is Abby as I remember. I just wonder if she's going to be as buff as Abby. I remember she was like super buff. She was ripped. Any more positives? There's one scene actually right in the beginning, the way how the trailer started, where they were doing that flashback scene from the game when they give you this mission where you have to have more time with Joel, right? During this whole flashback where they were looking for something and he gave her this cassette. I remember that. Very identical to the game. I noticed they didn't show Joel too much. I wonder why. But yeah. That aside, the negatives. So, the casting. I gotta be honest with you. The casting, I don't see it. With Ellie, especially. It's not her fault, but I don't see what Neil Druckmann is trying to go with this. So, let me pull up something here. Here's Ellie from the game. As you can see, got taller. She got a little more mature, right? Looks more like an adult. Been maybe a few years since part 1. And then here's the actress a year later. I don't see it, man. Look, the first Ellie, sure. And in the trailer, she's doing her part, you know? She's taking the action scene seriously. You know, you can tell she's really into the story. Obviously, this whole thing with her and her girlfriend, I'm pretty sure they're going to focus on a lot, especially after season 1, right? Remember episode 3? Oh, man, with Bill? Woo! Everybody was really talking about that episode. I mean, here, look, it's whatever, man. Like, I'm just saying, I just don't see why you couldn't pick an actress that looked identical to the older Ellie. I remember people were making videos on TikTok as well as just online, picking all these actors that looked identical to Ellie. And so I just don't see why you couldn't just recast it an actor to have portrayed an older version of her. I just don't see what was the issue with that. But, alright, you know, it's Neil Druckmann. Well, I think you can understand from my volume of why I'm not like, whoa, this looks amazing. You know, I can't do it. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Sorry, not sorry. Well, with that said though, Verse, I mean, let me know what you guys think about the game as well as the show. Are you guys looking forward to the show? Are you guys not? What do you guys think about the casting of Ellie for this season, right? Let's be honest, season 1 also had its problems, right? I will say this, and I know people are gonna have a hissy fit about it, but I mean, I'll say it anyway. I do not care. I feel like season 1 of The Last of Us is very overrated. I really do. It's great action, followed the story, you know, made some minor changes. Casting was fine here and there. Focused on some things that I felt like they didn't really need to. Bill, I kind of wish they could have did a bit better job with Bill. I liked some things about episode 3, and obviously they were just focusing on him and his romance with this dude, and I was just like, okay, well... Season 1 had its flaws, you know, it's not great, but it's not bad either, right? It's a good show, it's good. Obviously, cameos of actors from the game made it onto the show, right? Troy Baker ended up playing one of the cannibals. I wasn't expecting that. I was like, he was Joel in the last one, and now here he's a cannibal. So I was like, all right, that was interesting. But that aside, I mean, yeah, some people had issues with the first season. Some people really enjoyed the first season. So with that said, Lovers, if you like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification for more content as always. Look forward to the next video, Verse. And with that said, I'll see you next time. Later, Verse.